Sa ating pong series na Huwag Maging Dayuhan sa Sariling Mong Bayan. As you know, if you're following me, this is Roanne Samuels, licensed psychotherapist here in California. I'm in the motherland right now. So I just started this series because if we are traveling, visiting our motherland as a tourist, it's likely you'll get something, but to really understand the heart and the soul of the Filipino, there are certain experiences that I would recommend. So you could start from the serious one. This is number 2. Ang pangalawa ay expose natin na ating sarili, expose ourselves and our children, I have children, sa mga pangkaraniwang kalye. Okay? When we understand the culture of poverty dito sa ating Bayan, which is, we call that the masa, because most people are in that ABCDE is almost the social strata here in the motherland. Para maunawaan natin ang mindset, magandang ma-expose natin ang ating sarili sa mga karaniwang kalye katulad nito. My children, I let them walk around even in the palengke, may kasama sila, at makihalubilo, meaning you interact with regular people. Hindi lamang yung nasa komportable tayo na hindi tayo napapawisan, we don't get sweaty. There's a place for that, going to the mall. But for me, you could do that, but you also mix that with experiences na it's inconvenient for you. So if you don't want to be a tourist at maging dayuhan, banyaga sa sarili mong bayan, you can look for environments na hindi laging komportable. Dahil sa totoo lang, ang mga local people, they're kind of used to being inconvenienced. Ganyan ang kulturang Pilipino. It's one of the most typhoon-visited countries in the world. At maraming aberya. There's a lot of inconveniences. So that's the second series today is talking about that. Mga pangkaraniwang lugar, kalsada. Look for ways that you're not always the most comfortable. And the second part is to, if you can, I drive in the Philippines. I've driven even my first day. The reason for that is I've been driving before I immigrated in America for 7 years, almost every day going to my college. So, sanay po akong magmaneho. There's so many things to learn about driving in a particular country. I've driven in different countries because I am quite interested in their culture. Okay? And sa kulturang Pilipino, malalaman mo na sa pagmamaneho lamang, sa pag-observe that how people drive, is really this closeness of the vehicles. Ano? So, even sa ating pagdadrive, na mamanifest natin yung closeness, physical closeness na hiyang sa kulturang Filipino. So when I'm driving, for instance, I have to look far away. It's a different type of driving skill. Drive away because, or look far away because sometimes you go into esquinitas, which is the other tip, which is like walking to regular streets, ano. But esquinita, kung saan we're in, you have to give way to the car kasi masikip yung kalye. So it's very Filipino, but I know, of course, in many other countries that may be developing countries, it might be similar. But there's something about the Filipino culture in which people would always try to help you. Oh, ate, diretso mo yung gulong mo, or something like that. Yesterday, I actually was in a very tight, where I have to, there's a truck and then my vehicle, we have to basically close the side mirror so we could fit. And you have to look at your gulong while you're driving because it's so tight. I'm just a few inches from the wall and very close to the truck. But we're all helping out. It's like a group effort. And you don't need to be driving in the Philippines. It's kind of, some people may never want to drive. It's just a different type of sport. That's okay. What you want to do is observe how people drive. You know, the rules, how close people are, especially when you're doing a U-turn, for instance. I'm sharing all these, not that you would learn to drive, but it's something about the underpinning how different the culture is. If you're going to drive, as if you're driving in America and you're gonna do a U-turn, it's gonna take you a day if you're just gonna wait for a space. And that's the difference. Just a little spacing is enough. And you're eyeing the other person, and there's some sort of trust that they would stop. So it's really indicative driving, observing, not just in the motherland, but in also other parts of the world if you observe how people drive. So, two things, wag maging banyaga sa sarili mong bayan. Be aware of the culture of poverty. Ano po? Maglakad sa mga pangkaraniwang kalye. Go walk on regular roads and allow yourself to be inconvenienced. Hindi lamang yung mga nasa aircon. Ano po? But also observe, if you can drive, that's great. But I assume not a lot of people would be able to do that. But observe how people drive and the rules. Marami pong salamat. This is Roanne Samuels. You can follow me. I'm also on Instagram, Calamansi Juice 4, the number 4, for you. But for more articles on Filipino mental health, cultural nuances, yan po yung nasa ating website, calamansijuice.com. Ingat po. Bye now.